Love 30.
Chang on the offensive here, all right. Nowhere near high enough, that lob.
Fault.
Chang doing a bit of line calling for himself.
Well, at love 30, I guess he felt it was worth a try, but you saw in the previous game, Moya came in on a bit of a bluff, and on this occasion, Chang coming in on a bit of a bluff. And both of these guys passed too well for that. Chang, of course, not a natural volley. He tends to come in and clean up the scraps.
Serious points facing Moya now. He's 3-4 down, 2 break points, the loss of which would leave Chang serving for the set.
Good lesson there for any young players watching this telecast. Moya got the short ball, and how quick was he to pounce on it? A lot of juniors and club players, they see the ball coming slowly, they think I've got all the time in the world to get there. Sure enough, they're not in the right spot.
Well, that's too bad for Moya. That was heading for the line. A wicked bounce off the net, and he's broken.
Well done, Michael Chang. He's persisting, he's being aggressive. Moya for me is just not sharp as we've seen him. He looks towards the heaven, but we all know whose side he's on. But Moya has continually dropped the ball short during the rallies. He served a double fault at a particularly bad time. On the previous game, he missed 2 returns, one off second serve when he had break point against Chang. Just not sharp.
Lob 15.
I would say a lob might have fixed him then. He was hanging over the net.
Well, Moya's actually tried to lob him a few times because Chang, not a natural volley, he really does close. He just tries to get on top of the net and bump the ball away. He doesn't want to be playing any shoelace volleys like a rafter or an Edberg.
All. Net. First service. Thirty, 15.
There it is again, that sense of urgency when the balls drop short. Get there, get in position, give yourself plenty of time.
40-30.
Well, that brilliant placement. We see it again, right into the corner coming up. Gives Chang a set point.
Juice.
Moya just has to take a little look at the depth of his ground shots. Night time, the air's cooler, ball's not travelling. A lot of his replies landing on or around the service line. Chang entourage, mother, father, agent, brother, all showing their appreciation of a very nice stop volley. And I would suggest that Carlos Moya really looked for the stop volley. I've said it before, Chang is not a natural volleyer, and a lot of guys that aren't, they tend to play drop volleys, particularly when the ball's below the height of the net.
Big miss hit, and Chang has won the first set. And do we have the trainer? Well, I haven't seen any sign of injury. Have you, Willie?
No, but that is in fact the ATP trainer, and we know that Chang was carrying a few injuries. He struggled with injury throughout the year. Feet problems, knee problems.
Excuse me, what's wrong with Chang?
Let's see what he attends to. Chang is allowed a 3-minute injury time.
That injury stems from the time when the injury has been diagnosed by the trainer, so sometimes they have to take some time finding it and then announcing we're going to treat so-and-so, and then the 3 minutes starts.
Well, Michael actually said, I won't take an injury timeout, it'll just be a change of ends. I believe that's what he said, and it looks to be hamstring or groin, and that was one of the injuries that he complained of when he won his tournament last week at the Longwood Cricket Club up in Boston. So just putting on a thigh brace, that does little more than supply heat and pressure.
Sits quickly, please.
Well, I must say that was a very quick operation, very efficient.
Second set.
Out came the trainer, and in the 1.5 minutes between the last point and the next point, it was all done. Very efficient. Moya down a set.
Love, 15. Love, 30.
Moya, a little lapse of concentration there, the trainer coming out to attend Chang. Wonder what was going through Moya's head as he was sitting down.
Love, 40.
Well, he's taking his chances, Chang. 15 winners to date. So an ace saves 1 break point. Michael still has 2 to come.
Game change.
Easy, easy.
Second set.
Not a good game at all by Moya. And Chang is in the driving seat with a set and a break. Well, Moya, coming out of his chair, didn't look unduly distressed by what's going on, but I think he should be. I mean, he's a calm, collected individual and not one to panic, I don't think, Moya, but he's not playing to his highest standards by any means at the moment. Perhaps Chang is not letting him. One love.
Law 15. All.
Well, unusual tactics by Moy. You'd think if someone had called for the trainer and put on a thigh brace, he might just test that thigh brace out. As it turns out, he's hit one winner and made an error by going for it. I would have thought this might be the time now just to move the ball around and just see how Chang's feeling. Moya just having one of those nights, a little bit out of sorts. He's a fairly laconic sort of character. Sometimes needs something to light his fire and get competitive.
Game chang.
2-love. Looked good on the line to me, that one.
By 2 games to 1.
I think that was good. Moya played so well at the Australian Open a couple of years ago on the rebound ace, and the hard court surface is only differs in that it's quicker. And you get the feeling that it may be just the fact that it's 10-15% quicker is what's bothering Moya out here tonight. Hasn't seemed to have great timing on his ground strokes. And I reckon that's the play. When Chang approaches and you're in a bit of trouble, don't necessarily try to pass him. Just make him play a waist-high volley, lower if possible, because he's not overly comfortable at the net.
Moya can't get himself organised off the ground, really. He's not hitting deep enough. He's allowing Chang to come in and polish off the points like that.